on hashtag EGDota 2013 to load in. Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to some defense of the amateur action. This is going to be, don't want to mess up these names, this is going to be CPM up against aQuarium. This is match RT-B for those of you following the brackets. So Team Lemon Styles, that is CPM, and over on the Radiant side we've got aQuarium, and band starting out we've got Bat and the Darkseer, so nothing all too surprising just yet. TA counter is banned pretty heavily. aQuarium probably not going to be looking to ban that right now, so maybe look at the Sven or the Wisp or perhaps the Undying, and then maybe try and force out CPM to ban out TA with their second ban. She is sort of deserving of that ban status right now. And I do realize I'm competing with the DreamHack Grand Finals right now, so if anyone tunes in, big ups to them, but I would expect to get most of the views for this on the recording. So Magnus is going to be picked up. I appear to have somehow fucked up my in-game sound. Okay, what have I done here? Speaker config, headphones. Open mic is on. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. We'll see if I've got sound in game, hopefully. Anyway, so Undying was actually the ban. TA is going to make it through, but isn't picked up. Magnus going to be the pick for aQuarium, and Jakiro and Sven going to be taken by CPM. And aQuarium, now they could still go for the TA at this point. I mean, there's not a great counter over on CPM just yet. The Jakiro is fairly good. We're probably going to see him laning with the Sven. Not going to be running the sort of Dendy style solo mid Jakiro. And it does seem like I have sound. I'm just not getting the... Yeah, I'm just not getting the hero voice lines. Okay, that's a little bit strange, but we will cope. We'll soldier on, and hopefully I'll have sound once I get into the game. Anyway, aQuarium, just considering right now, they do have the TA as an option. The Undying has been banned out. Magnus, as always, can be run in pretty much any lane, so a good first pickup there. Might see him ending up on the hard lane, gives aQuarium the option to pick up a fairly strong solo mid. And both teams not sort of giving away their solo mid just yet. If you're looking for some more damage on that mid lane to combo with the Magnus, they could go for the Invoker, or they could go for the Queen of Pain. Maybe try and pick up their support here, since CPM have locked in a support already. But I mean, aQuarium haven't just yet, and if they make it through this first phase without picking up a support, then yeah, so it's going to be the Keeper of the Light and the Templar Assassin, deciding that they do want to pick that up. And as I was saying, if they hadn't picked up a support here, would have been some pretty heavy support bans targeted probably by CPM. And aQuarium, not really all that many stuns right now, and hopefully we won't see just sneaky TPs away from CPM. I don't know if the Keeper of the Light would have been banned out if it hadn't been picked here. It's really weird that I'm not getting that sound. Hopefully everything will be okay in game once we get through to that. Otherwise I might have to fix that. So anyway, Queen of Pain's going to be the ban out here. Rubik's been picked up by CPM, so that's probably going to be their tri-lane. The Jakiro Sven Rubik tri-lane is absolutely terrifying. There's so much stun, even from level 1. Ton of damage on top. They've all got good nukes. And Sven going to be getting some great farm, probably up on that top lane for CPM. Over on aQuarium, maybe going to see Keeper of the Light doing some mid lane pulling. For aQuarium, stacking up the jungle a little bit, clearing that out. Magnus probably going to be in the hard lane, at least for a little bit. They might just sacrifice that lane entirely if he thinks he's too much under pressure. So Keeper of the Light, as we saw sort of in some of the DreamHack games, can just stack up the jungle and then give those stacks to Magnus. So Tidehunter going to be banned out. aQuarium looking to ban out those big sort of long cooldown ultimates. CPM doing a similar thing, banning out the Enigma, thinking that aQuarium are going to be going for a jungler here. And the Wisp ban going to be well targeted there as well. aQuarium are probably just looking for their safe laner and another support. The Nature's Prophet is going to be the ban out, leaving the Chen in the pool for now and the Enchantress. CPM probably not going to be looking to pick that up. They're definitely looking for a mid and a hard laner right now. I mean, they could still go for the tri-lane on top with a jungle, but the tri-lane with the jungler there wouldn't be able to pull as much, wouldn't be able to run those double pulls. So CPM sort of fixed in the lanes for now. aQuarium not choosing to really target all that many bans on a solo mid. They will ban out the Queen of Pain, though it's not a terrible matchup for the TA by any measure at all, but the mobility can be frustrating, and banning at the Queen of Pain means that TA is probably going to get fairly reliable rune control. There is the puck in the pool if CPM are still looking for that mid, and fairly good against the TA. Fairly good against the TA is puck. Doesn't really have any way to eat through the refraction charges, and Tiny going to be banned out here by CPM, so banning out that possibility of a safe lane farming Tiny. There is still, you know, a whole bunch of hard carries in the pool, like the CK, like the Faceless Void, and it really depends on how late aQuarium are looking to take this. They've got good anti-push with the Keeper of the Light, with the Magnus. They've got some good defensive team fight in the Magnus as well. Very low cooldown on that reverse polarity, as I think I've mentioned time and time again. And TA going to be giving this some good ganking. They don't really have anyone to combo with it right now. And again, fairly reliant on slows. They don't have a lot of stuns. They don't have any sort of just single target stun. They don't have the Stormhammer. They don't have that telekinesis. And so maybe going to be looking at something like a Leshrac here. And then they just have to pick up their safe lane farmer. So it's actually going to be the lane that's the targeted stun. So no Split Earth. Going to have the Light Strike array. And going to have some great burst damage. Lina, unfortunately, not maybe the best pick against the Rubik. And Rubik going to have a field day, actually, in this game. Lots of good spells to steal, especially if he can get his hands. Even on the Chakra Magic, going to be a big help. And Invoker's actually going to pick up, so we're going to have an Invoker going up mid against this Templar Assassin. And definitely going to see if he goes for the sort of unique anti-TA build, which we have seen some people running. You get Tranquil Boots, you get an early point in Wex as part of an Exhort build. And then if she tries to dive you, just drop the Meteor. So Faceless Void is actually going to be the pickup here by aQuarium. So picking up that late game hard carry. There isn't really a response right now for CPM, but you can't count out Sven's carry potential at any point in the game. With free farm Sven, he is going to be absolutely terrifying. Could even choose to rush a Midas if he wants to, but it looks like CPM might just be trying to go a little bit aggressive to start. Especially if they're running an Exort Invoker. They've got great setup stuns. I don't know if Magnus is actually going to be heading up towards that hard lane at all. Might just be hanging out in the jungle a bit, running two sets of pulls between the Lina, the Keeper of the Light, and the Magnus. And CPM, they can just pick up a fairly standard hard laner right now if that's what they want. There is still the Windrunner, there's still the Beastmaster, there's still Clinks. There's still plenty of options for them there on that hard lane. So not going to be all that worried right now. They've got all the choices in the world. Beastmaster stacks up pretty well with the Sven. Can try to stack those Ancients, but it would probably be fairly swiftly warded by aQuarium. But it is actually going to be Beastmaster, so they're going to at least force out one set of early game wards on that hard lane, on that Ancient camp. And if aQuarium choose not to ward it, then that's a lot of gold in the pockets of the Beastmaster, and he's going to be fine down on that hard lane. And as well, the Beastmaster with the Wild Axes, he's reasonably safe down on bot, just going to clean out those trees, and also has the option to come in and clean out some camps in the jungle as well, sort of a little bit of Merlini style there. So, well, Merlini style, I say that since he sort of invented stacking and pulling and jungling on his Beastmaster a very, very long time ago now. But anyway, everybody's just going to pick up their heroes. Maybe a little bit of debate on aQuarium as to who's going to play what. I'm not sure how fixed their roles are, and hopefully I'm gonna have sound once we get into this. I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, I'm getting all the chirps and I'm getting all the ambient music, but I'm not getting any unit speech. So hopefully once we're in, okay. So in the game now, I'm getting all of the great ambiance, but I'm not getting pings. That is very, very strange. Anyway, over on aQuarium, we've got Lolcats playing the Keeper of the Light. We're going to have Greed playing the Faceless Void. We've got Moogle playing the Magnus. We've got KY playing the Templar Assassin. And we've got ED playing the Lina. Over on CPM, we've got Styx playing the Sven. We've got Zezilo playing the Jakiro. We've got Seaman playing the Beastmaster. We've got Long Wong playing the Rubik. And we've got XXAP, or XAP, I guess, going to be playing the Invoker. And Yamakin in chat, big shoutouts to him, played in the last game, and he is rooting for aQuarium this game. Hopefully I've got sound. I don't know what's going on right now. I may just have to ask. Yeah, here, I'm just going to ask about this. Okay, so that seems to be okay, but I don't hear the pings. What the hell? What a strange issue. Anyway, it seems like I've got all the unit sounds and everything like that, so that should be okay. And I'll just execute the correct config so the camera doesn't act too weird for you guys. Anyway, so Greed already going to be heading over. He's going to Quelling Blade down these couple of trees. That's going to give them access to this small camp pull. So that's pretty much going to fuck over mid for the Invoker. Invoker very, very reliant. And yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, that might help. And we've got CPM invading the jungle right now. Lolcat's going to spot them out. Good base move speed on this Keeper of the Light as well. He's still got a Courier in his inventory, so hasn't dropped that down just yet. I still don't have the ping noise, but whatever, we'll deal with it. I'm sure it's just a small random issue, and it's not all that important to have them, so anyway. We've got aQuarium looking to pull this small camp to mid straight away. There wasn't, well, actually, CPM didn't manage to come over and get the block off. There is a ward down for them right now up on this high ground. Does spot out the rune. So good little play there. Not sure if it blocks this camp. We'll have to see at 30 seconds. I know if you nestle it right in here it does, but not sure about that one. We've got some wards on mid for aQuarium. They've got one spotting out the rune here and keeping an eye on the high ground, and then they've got the pull camp blocked off with this ward down here. Good sight there as well. Are there any sentries? I don't think so. And looks, well, not actually sure what kind of Invoker we're going to be seeing on this mid lane, but it's definitely not going to be the Tranquil Boots rush. And Templar Assassin has her Bottle Rush primed. We've got Jakiro sitting here on mid as well, but Lena's already going to be looking to stack and pull this mid lane pretty much straight away. The Kobold camp to start, very, very easy to pull. You do have that bonus move speed aura on those Kobolds, so going to be pulling that across. And there's enough creeps in the Kobold camp as well, enough combined HP that you can probably get down and get the large camp to pull up as well. It is going to be the ancient stack, or the ancient camp blocked out by this Berserker ward as we predicted, and Lolcat's going to be harassing the Beastmaster a little bit down in this bottom lane, but again, there's not going to be a whole lot of kill potential on him with Lena just hanging out and pulling this mid lane, but Invoker just forced to sit right outside the tower for now. That sentry is going to be camping out on this mid lane. They've got sight of the high ground as well, but Invoker, he's going to have a very, very tough time. And XY able to pull these creeps all the way back behind the tower. Last hit them very, very easily. Now the next wave going to be under the tower as well. Easy last hitting with that refraction. Fairly easy denying as well. Looks like one creep may have escaped. No, so... And ED, they have practiced these pulls, it looks like. Not quite going to get this one off, perhaps. No, he will actually, in fact. So very, very close there. Not going to be able to do that at nighttime due to the reduced vision on those melee creeps. So probably only going to be able to get the ranged creep. And Jakiro, he is an extremely low level right now. Invoker's still in level 2, while Templar Assassin is up at level 3. This is the big advantage of the mid pull. Fortunately, it's a best of 3, and hopefully I think the teams are randomized for the last one, so it's not going to be this happening every single game, and CPM might have the opportunity to do the same next game. And the mid pull is just a little bit cheesy. I mean, TA can just bottle crow a little bit to keep herself in this lane, and it's another fairly lucky Kobold camp there. Lolcat's going to be trading a few hits with this level 1 Jakiro, but he's not got the advantage in terms of damage, so... Moogle actually is up on this top lane with the Jakiro camping out mid, trying to keep Invoker alive from the TA. There isn't as much kill potential on him. He's managed to pick up a couple of last hits. He's got those early boots, and again, without a smoke or a fairly concentrated gank, he's probably not going to be going down. And on bot, Lolcat's just harassing back this Beastmaster, who has only picked up 36 XP. They might be looking to sentry ward this... We'll try and spot out this Observer. It is actually down now. They put it sentry down on the low ground, so we're able to clean up that Observer ward. Are going to be able to start getting these stacks off. And that is going to bank up some XP, help counteract what's happening on mid right now. But we've got a level 2 Invoker facing up against a level 4 Templar Assassin. So... Invoker not having a fun time at all, and he is extremely level dependent. Getting some good harass off at the moment, but it's not a lane that Invoker is even expected to win, in an even setup. So, and normally I have to do some of those tricks, but in comes the Ice Path, Cold Snap on top, but only a rank 1 Cold Snap. It's only a level 2 Invoker, so not all that much damage there. And just gonna chew through those refraction charges, not all that worrisome. And XY already up on 16 last hits. Mooglmeister gonna be pulled back up on top. Might be the first blood here. One more right click is all they need. Stick's gonna be able to pick that one up. So, well played by CPM up on top. I didn't think they were gonna be able to get that kill with just the Rubik and the Sven, but chain stun. Moogle may be getting stuck in some creeps there, so gonna be respawning in just a second, and Lolcat's coming up to try and disrupt this pull one more time. That sentry's gonna be down in just a little bit, so they can reward it, try and force out another sentry, and they're trading 75 gold for at least one block, and then CPM are having to invest 100 just to get that back out. Ice Path's gonna land on mid, but again, this pulling is relentless from Lina. She is almost, well, she's just level 3 now. Tia actually going to spot out the 4-minute runes, so double damage for her. And this is just not looking good right now for CPM. They need some levels up on this Invoker. He's now level 3, dumping points into Quaz at the moment. Just needs the regen. Not really having to tank any creeps, but maybe a little bit wary of the TA. They're now going to move around looking for Lina, but she's level 3. It's level 3 and level 2 up against level 3 and what I believe is level 5. They're going to come in and at least be able to disrupt this. TA not coming across just yet, just going to pick up those last hits. So CPM able to at least drag some creeps back, but they don't really have any semblance of lane control right now. This might push forward a little bit, but again, Lina is going to be looking to pull this in just a second. Did manage to get the hard camp pull off of there, and Ice Path going to land. Creeps now pushing forward. Trap going to go off. It's a level 3 Invoker up against the level 6 double damage TA. Look at this right click. It might be enough here. Melt hit. One more is all she needs, and that's all she wrote. Looks like it might be a double kill. Yeah, LSA going to land there, so able to pick up that kill, and gold split up there, but 2 kills on mid for aQuarium, and that's just what happens from trying to interrupt this pull. Being punished fairly heavily, and we've now got a level 4 Lina and a level 7 Templar Assassin, and up against this level 3 Invoker, he is not having a great time. So the real saving grace for them is going to be up on top. Sven free farming pretty well, but against this, at the same time, he's up against the Faceless Void. So TA, you are just rolling all over this mid lane. I don't know how to feel about this Radiant side mid lane pull. It ruins the dynamic of mid lane. It's so much interference from the supports. I mean, we've already seen some significant mid lane nerfs. It's no longer really like if you get stomped on mid lane, then the mid laner can just use that level advantage, use the gold advantage to pretty much win the rest of the game. But anyway, down on bot, a little bit of harassment happening on this level 1 Beastmaster. Chronosphere going to be dropped on him. There is a bash, another bash, too much damage. Telekinesis back, however. Looks like Beastmaster might be able to survive here. He's on 6 HP. Illuminate's going to fly through, just clipping him there. So Lolcat's able to pick up that kill. Well played by the Rubik, and if there hadn't been those back-to-back bashes, Greed might not have had enough damage to clean him up. So a little bit of luck there. And over on mid, Invoker still, there is no relief at all. I mean, the pulling Lina is a higher level, well, almost a higher level than he is. There's going to be some pings on these camps right now, but how do you gank it? You're either walking all the way up through here, where there would more than likely be a ward. There isn't one right now. We've just passed 6 minutes, so those wards have expired. And Illusion's going to be blocking out, or trying to block out, the pull camp there. TA going to get another solo kill on Invoker mid. It's just not looking good at all, and I hazard to say it, but it's just too difficult to stop. Level 1 Beastmaster, not a whole lot that he can do. Greed, if he gets a bash, that's probably going to be a kill. Lolcat's still only down at level 2, but he's just been pulling a little bit down on bot. Been roaming around the map quite a bit, camping out those runes as well, but he's got a little bit of gold. Actually, Beastmaster a little bit richer, in fact. And up on top, Moogle and ED now looking for sticks. If Moogle can get around, get the skewer off, pull him back, that might be his death. They don't have level 6 up on this Lina just yet. It's only level 4, but there's a lot of nukes. The ping's going to go out, and ED wanting this kill, trying to say Moogle, skewer him closer, but not sure if he's going to be able to do so, and the creep wave is now pushing forward. ED might just wait around for a little bit. This is time that Invoker is getting a little bit of farm on mid. He's now up to level 5, but we've got a level 8 Templar Assassin roaming around in sticks. They managed to get the pull off. Looks like they just popped the reverse polarity into the light strike array. Going to be able to get that kill, so well played by them. And that's killing off the safe lane farming Sven. It's a 4 kill lead right now for aQuarium. And down on bot, Seaman finally able to pick up his Soul Ring. He's now level 2. It's a level 5 Rubik down here as well, trying to help him out. And Jakiro probably going to be looking to continue to stack this up. It's a double damage turn down bot. There is no sight on this for Aquarium. And good scouting out by CPM at the moment. But on mid, here's the go. Templar trap to pop. Is there a Ghost Walk? Yes, there is. Is there any anti-invis? Not just yet. The Light Strike Array not going to connect, nor will the Dragon Slave. So Invoker able to make it out there. It's a very, very defensive Quaswex Invoker right now. He's only level 5. He's got a long way to go to get back into this game. And ED might just be saying, okay, well, you're farming a little bit too much on mid. I'm going to go keep pulling. Go keep stacking up and pulling this camp. And looks like he's going to get it off as well. Might be a little bit more difficult since it is nighttime, but the trolls are reasonably speedy and he will be able to do so there. So again, that's another wave denied to Invoker mid. We've probably seen 4 or 5 already denied there. Going to try and get another level up on this TA, who is now level 9. This is extremely dangerous. I'm not sure what CPM can do. Templar Assassin's just going to be romping all over the map right now. They already didn't have all that many dots to deal with her, and with this ridiculous level advantage, she could almost pop Beastmaster, I think, in 1 or 2 hits. He's got reasonable strength gain, so now it's level 3, doing okay. And, oh, cool, yeah. Yamik and I would, yeah, that'd be fairly good. Just, I'll keep you posted. Okay, well, everybody's seeing your messages. I should probably go offline. But anyway, anywho, back with the game. We've got Lolcats doing a little bit of pushing down in this bottom lane. Rank 1 Illuminate, harassing back the Beastmaster. If Greed drops the Chronosphere anytime, that could be a kill. He's got the Agi Treads up right now. They're getting a big stack going, but they've got so many heroes that they need to boost some XP on. The Jakiro needs help. The Telekinesis is going to come back onto Greed. The Ice Path is going to connect. Axis to fly as well, but it's just not doing enough damage. Greed now turns around. There's a kill up on top, but Longwong going to get caught in that Chronosphere. They want the kill. TP support now coming in. Looks like he might be able to make it out. Chronosphere a little bit wasted. In comes the rest of AQ. It's going to be a great Ice Path to land on 2, but there is no backup. And Moogle actually dying up on top. Was that solo? Looks like maybe... No, so Invoker TPing in for mid, so that was a solo kill up on top by Styx on Moogle. And down on bot, what do we got? I mean, Grid used that Chronosphere, so he's just going to be looking to farm. Some pings go on the TA trap, which was just placed down, and Invoker back to farming mid, but there's a level 10 TA here waiting for him. If she gets any anti-invis at all, we'll be able to kill him off fairly easily. Not going to be worried about diving that tower at all. There might be some TP support coming in, but he might just go down too quickly. And Invoker's already got his, well, I mean, TA's already got her Blink Dagger online as well, so that is extremely dangerous. Beastmaster getting very, very low down on bot, but not quite able to connect that kill one more time, so being fairly elusive down on this bottom lane. I mean, given the situation, he's only died once, doing pretty well. Obviously, his Ancient Camp's been blocked off a couple of times, and hopefully they'll get one more pull off on that. It might be getting a little bit too big to even clean up, and they might just try and get some more farm on this Sven, but again, he can't really stand up to the TA. Levels and Warcry are going to help counteract that minus armor, but Longwong going to eat the... Actually has the Chronosphere stolen. Well played by him. Level 6 Rubik. Going to be able to do a little bit with that. Might be able to pick up 1 or 2 kills, and I'm not sure. Actually, they're not going to get this stack off. Actually, Rubik might make it. Might make it just in time. There aren't quite a few creeps in there moving out. Is it going to be stacked? Looks like it probably isn't. And the ward's going to go for the minute mark. So Lolcats saying no there. And over on mid, we've got Invoker finally with his phase boots finished up, but it's being warded off. I'm not sure if it even would have stacked with the sheer number of creeps that are in there. And they need to start looking to clear that up because they're no longer really gathering golden XP from that. Longwong actually going to steal the time walk there. Chronosphere probably just about to expire, so I want something new. And on mid, Invoker, the pulls have finally stopped. He's starting to catch up a little bit, now level 8, up against this level 10 TA. But she's got a Blink Dagger and a bottle. Now we've got some dust flying out as well. A little bit of action down on bot. Ice Path going to land, keeping Longwong alive for a little bit. The Chronosphere was used there. So another kill from the Chrono. Styx comes in. He's going to go for the right click. Jakira able to pick up that kill. ED able to land the Light Stalker Ray. They're going to get the Laguna Blade off, but whoever Styx going in for another kill. In comes the Skewer. Reverse Polarity on top, but there isn't all that much damage. The Tornado's going to fly through. Looks like it's going to be even more kills going the way of CPM right now. Mugglemeister wants Styx, but he's probably going to be going down here as well. One more dying in the back. And Styx with that double kill there, so On the retreat now, Warcry comes in. KY wants the cleanup. He's got the double damage. He's got the blink. It's on cooldown. And Invoker turning around now. Everything on cooldown. Cold Snap going to be up in just a second. They don't have the Refraction for a little bit. Dominating streak for this TA. Probably not going to be able to make it out. No, Refraction not up in time. Sticks with the triple kill there. KY reasonably good cleanup. But in the end, cleaned up under that tower. So maybe if he'd gotten the Refraction up a little bit earlier as he came in, would have had that second set available. And I mean, CPM playing under the name Lemon, doing pretty well, and now they've actually evened up the kills and sort of recovering from that early game disadvantage. They've still got quite a bit of XP banked up. How is the Beastmaster looking in terms of levels? He's now level 5. Invoker catching up reasonably well. TA is still level 12. Probably going to be looking to gank fairly heavily right now. Might force CPM into a little bit of a 5-man Dota situation earlier than they would like. But Invoker getting some pretty good farm. Not really missing any last hits at all. I will just switch over to net worth right now since we're about 14 minutes in. We've had a little bit of jungling going on. And it's a little bit more instructive at this point since denies aren't really all that relevant. And Lolcat's just doing a little bit of jungling of his own with that Illuminate. Reach and Rune will be scouted out by the TA trap. And Roshan might be an option for CPM at some point. Definitely an option for aQuarium, especially with the TA. Meld minus armor does help a lot. And Invoker now just going to buy up a Void Stone. So might be going for a Yules. Might just be trying to rush a Hex. A couple of deaths would set that back extremely heavily, but if he can get to it, it's going to be extremely helpful. XY wants this kill, going to dive in, but the tornado is going to fly. Not going to get the melted off, slight misclick there. Now turning around, Invoker looking for, actually not getting the snap off perhaps, not sure what happened there. And maybe blowing the snap a little bit earlier, not with any follow-up hits, but TA trap going to go one more time. TA trying to stay in control of this middle lane. More pings. Know that they're trying to clean out these ancients, but there are no more stacks. This observer ward is still blocking it out, so a little bit unfortunate there. Sven getting low up on top. Moogle still looking for him. Skewer already used. Still got the reverse polarity, however, so Stick's going to pop off the Warcry. And now on the retreat. And Invoker needs to be extremely careful on this middle lane. Lolcat's almost up to level 6, so again, Keeper of the Light fairly good for the Roshan control, makes up for the disadvantage that they're at. And up on top, looking for Sticks. He's not there. Fortification going to pop off, but it is going to be the tier 1 tower falling up on top. And that means that CPM lose a little bit of control of their jungle, but it's not all that important. XY comes in on mid, wants to dive, and Invoker's going to be able to get into the Ghost Walk. Dust is going to pop. XY is looking for him, going to pop off the Refraction. TP support is coming in. All he needs is one more right click, but the Invoker's slow. Is a little bit too much. Ice Path not going to land. Macropyre is down as well. In comes the Coddle Illuminate. KO trying to make it out, but he's going to get stunned up. He's got the, doesn't have the Refraction just yet, has the Meld. In comes Moogle. 3-man reverse polarity, access to fly, but Sticks getting very low. Meld hit going to fly through, and Jakiro trying to turn around. Ice Path going to connect, but not on the TA. So another kill there. 4 kills going the way of aQuarium and not losing anyone in the process. Well played there. And all of these big creeps are still here as well. I think they probably could have afforded to clean those up, but everyone getting reasonably low. So ping's actually coming out on the tier 1 tower on mid. Should be fairly easy to pick up. And if they can make a big concentrated push down bot, they can remove CPM's ability to contest this Roshan easily. And especially with the Coddle, he can just hang out. So long as he's not picked off, the relocate can bring a big hero in anytime. And that ability to bring somebody in is extremely important. It means that you can have somebody split pushing, and it can even be the Faceless Void. Even if you lose this tier 1 on mid, as the Radiant side, the Keeper of the Light can be a little bit of a saving grace in that regard. We've got an EMP primed up right now for the Invoker, but half of his health being chewed away by the Illuminate. And has actually bought up a Yule's Scepter recipe. Still a fair way away right now, but probably shopped that up before he dropped. So Beastmaster going to get the last of these big creeps right now. Actually going to give them all to the Sven. That's about 500, 600 gold for him just sitting there. And again, I've got some weird sounds missing, but everything seems okay. It's not all that bad. We've got some more pings on mid, and just having to keep an eye on that. We've got a bit of a push mounting up for aQuarium. They want to take out this tier 1. And again, they're looking to get rid of CPM's control of the Roshan pit and just pick up some more gold for themselves. Invoker now going to hide in the Ghost Walk. Not sure if anything's going to connect on. There is the Dust, there is the Chronosphere in over the top. They're looking to pick out the Invoker. He's going to go down, but the Chronosphere actually helping out CPM, able to pick off Greed there. Long in the middle. Roar's going to fly on XY as well, but he's still got a few refraction charges left. Has the haste rune as well. Six getting fairly low. Trap going to slow him down. In comes XY looking for the melt hit. Just needs one more, and Moogle actually going to be able to pick up that kill with the nuke. So 3 for 1 the trade. Void going down, and the tower picked up as well by aQuarium, forcing that team fight extremely well. And the Chronosphere sort of keeping the Invoker away from his team there, so well played. And another Shockwave to fly. Everyone on aQuarium fairly low, but Lolcats actually not enough mana to cast the Shocker Magic. So probably just going to see them backing off for now. And those creeps were cleaned out, so the Sven getting reasonably farmed. Almost to his BKB, 18 minutes in. He's forced to be, he has been forced to be a little bit active around the map. Hasn't just been able to free farm up on top for 20 minutes since mid lane did not go as they were hoping, and bot, same sort of story. Fairly easy to block at the Beastmasters stacking and pulling there, but he's now up to level 8. He's got the Roar, he's got what he needs right now. Tranquil Boots and Embracer picked up as well. Probably going to be going for that drum, since the Invoker is just going straight for that Yules. But with that next death, that Yule Scepter is a fair way away, and the recipe isn't helping him at all. The gold definitely not wasted. He probably would have lost that unreliable gold regardless, since they haven't got a whole lot of reliable gold just between those 8 kills, and no towers going down either. So we'll have to see what CPM's plan is right now. They haven't been they have been staying on top of these Ancients, in fact. They've got another stack off there, and they're probably going to be looking to contest their tier 1 on bot fairly heavily. They've lost the tier 1 on mid, so they're starting to sort of lose that line of control across the Ancients, across Roshan. They've still got this tier 2 as well, which is going to be fairly difficult to take out, but nukes to fly. These creep waves are just getting decimated, and aQuarium finding themselves in a fairly good position at the moment. XP, 10k in their advantage again. Pulling mid, not only does it get free XP for the Lina, it's a big problem for Invoker as well. In comes the nuke. Meltic going to be enough to kill off the Jakiro. The EMP Tornado is going to fly through, hits on Moogle. He's extremely low on mana, doesn't have enough for the reverse polarity right now. Going to skewer himself back to safety, but the Chakra Magic topping him back off there, and Templar Assassin going to be able to find Long Wong in the side, killing him off as well. This is a very dangerous TA, and the bonus move speed from the Yasha keeping her right on top of these really quite slow targets, especially like the Rubik, who's only got brown boots at the moment. And Greed down on bot, has his Battle Fury finished up, trying to pick up this tier 1 tower. Nobody going to be able to contest this, so some more gold in the hands of Greed at the moment. And Sticks up on top. He's almost got that BKB, but this is not looking good for CPM. They've got half of aQuarium's kills, so they're 8 behind. And again, they don't really have the hardest carry either, so they can't really rely on just team fighting defensively, getting that farm up. I mean, Sven's Cleave can be ridiculously scary in the late game, especially with a few items, but right now they're just not finding them, and what happened bot and mid really forcing him to be active before he would have liked to. So we'll have to see what CPM are able to do here. And again, they don't have all that much gold. The tier 1 on, in fact, did actually go down on top. I wasn't paying enough attention to that. There's another Observer Ward blocking out these Ancients at the moment, so CPM, their one sort of last source of farm, aside from their jungle, has been blocked out a couple of times. And again, they're being forced to play 5-man Dota. They can't afford to have someone off sitting in that jungle, just farming up. And look at this extremely defensive warding from them. They've got one up on this high ground here. And I mean, it's not even really scouting anyone out. They've still got a hold on these tier 2s, but just extremely cautious right now. And again, a 4-man smoke gank, looking for someone at the moment. Looks like Lolcats might be picked off here. Who's at the front? It is the Beastmaster. He's got the Roar available. TP support is going to come in. Greed going to use the Time Walk to get forward. That's on cooldown at least for a little bit. They might choose to go on this. Did they see that happen? They're going to come forward. There's going to be a Telekinesis. Stun stacking a little bit too much, but the Ice Path is going to connect as well. And the Storm Bolt. Unless there's a million backtracks, there might be enough to get him out of here. Is he going to backtrack some more ticks? He is! He's going to make it out. Greed! Oh my lord, in comes the reverse polarity, the meld hitting on 2, this charge as well. This is terrible for CPM. Backtrack just a little bit bullshit there, and it's going to be the Beastmaster going down as well. What could have been a huge pickoff and a back off for CPM. Not going to be enough in the end, but they actually got him. Invoker came in, didn't even have to throw anything, just using the right click and the bonus move speed. Able to kill off Greed, so in the end they found, well, they got what they came for, but it's 3 for 1 the swing. And very, very unfortunate there for CPM, and a Blink Dagger now picked up on this lane. A Phase Boots as well, extreme mobility for her. Doesn't even need to get any mana items either. They've got the Shocker Magic on the Keeper of the Light just to keep her topped off, and a pair of mana boots on this Magnus as well. So quite a farmed Magnus on top of this. 4 kills, 6 assists. Invoker now heading in, but there's probably some anti-invis. He's walking straight into this team, gonna throw down the EMP Tornado, but is there any anti-invis? Stun is gonna land. Do they have the anti-invis? He's got the invoke cooldown, gonna use himself. Change those orbs, you can do it. Well, actually, very, very fast ghost walk there. Well played, nothing gonna land. They do get the sentry ward down, but he's already outside of the range, so Invoker gonna be able to survive. And just yelling a little bit there, you can change your orbs while you're in your Yules, so it means that you can get a slightly faster ghost walk out. And a little bit of a crutch for the weaker Invoker players, sort of like me. Little trick that I like to use. But anyway, Styx, he's now got that BKB up. Going to be able to man fight reasonably well, but Chronosphere probably going to be looking to waste a couple of the seconds of that duration, and TA doesn't really care about the BKB all that much either. Just going to be right-clicking away regardless. And this TA is just absolutely monstrous at the moment. Look at these levels. Level 17 on this Templar Assassin, 10 kills. And this is just the power of a TA with a good start. There wasn't anyone that could really stand up against her mid. There weren't any ganks from an offlane Darkseer, anything like that. So the ban's going fairly heavily in favor of aQuarium right now. And I mean, that first ban on the bat sort of setting it up fairly easily for TA to get into the pool. And then actually, I believe CPM banned out the Undying as their second ban. So that sort of let TA through a little bit there. But again, Undying could have been as equally powerful had aQuarium drafted around it, so it's not necessarily a drafting issue right now for them. But anyway, aQuarium looking to be in, well, they're looking in a really good position right now. They've got all the time in the world. They've got the Faceless Void. They can keep farming. He's going towards a BKB right now, so a little bit more team fighty there for him. Maybe a little bit afraid after that chain stun down on bot, sort of rearing its ugly head. The Beastmaster Roar will still go through that. And a bit of a smoke right now for CPM, but it might have been scouted out. There are some pings. Invoker going to eat and illuminate right there. It looks like they might not have walked over the center. There is going to be the roar. Stun a little bit stacked there. The EMP tornado is going to land. Moogle trying to get out. Going to get the reverse polarity off at the very last second. But it's only going to be one kill. Lolcat's looking to die as well here. Styx moving forward. He doesn't have the stun or the Warcry for a second. In comes Greed. He's being grabbed in, but the stolen Laguna Blade going to be hitting him in the face. Styx still looking for the chase, but he's going to be picked off by KY. And Beastmaster now extremely low. Going to try for the extremely sneaky TP. Going to get it off. Longwong now on the retreat. Might be killed off here. Blink forward by ED. He's got the Lightstalker Array available. Going to hit on 2. It's going to be the Invoker going down. Another kill. Mambo kill for XY. Triple kill for him. He's now beyond godlike. ED going to pick up that one. So 4 heroes wiped out by CPM. And Invoker, not sure what he dodged there, but maybe using the Yules. I was paying attention to the Beastmaster at that point, so sorry about that, guys. So probably never going to know the context of that unless you are listening to me and watching in-game and controlling your own camera maybe a little bit better than I am. We've already got a Desolator up on this TA. This is freaking terrifying. Gonna have the Manta Style fairly soon as well. They're gonna spot out the stack. This is even more gold for Greed. Greed is good and getting a lot of farm there, so not looking good at all for CPM. We are gonna have Roshan going down here as well. Lots and lots of minus armor stacked on top. Good faces forward right click. And Moogle stacking up the bonus damage as well. But remember, this is a best of 3 set, and this is game 1. So we're going to have to see if aQuarium have a response to this sort of mid lane pulling strategy. They might just choose to run a tri-lane on bot, something along those lines. I do think this game is probably in the bag for them at the moment. And again, just comparing these levels, we've got a level 18 TA and we've got a level 13 Invoker. He has not been having a fun game at all, and hopefully CPM after this game, they might be able to come back. They're still definitely not out of it. I mean, no Raxes just yet, but they don't really have any big AoE teamfight to fall back on. They've got some good defensive play, and the Scout Hawk making it for the fact that they are reasonably poor, don't have a lot of wards up at the moment, and just have a sentry and an obs down just on this high ground at the moment. That is an angle that aQuarium could choose to use to come in, so defending against the smoke ganks reasonably well there. Good strategic play, but not sure how well this is going to be working out for CPN, sorry. Well, I guess they're playing under Lemon. I can't really complain if I call them that. Stick's going to go up onto the high ground, going to get pinged out, but there isn't going to be a go there. And looks like Tier 2 tower is just going to be the things falling right now for aQuarium. They've got that Roshan advantage. There's a double damage rune spawned up as well. Ping is down on bot for CPM. They might be looking for another smoke gank, but aQuarium are all grouped up. Greed can afford to be down on this bottom lane BKB now picked up because the Keeper of the Light can bring him in absolutely anytime at a moment's notice. So not a very long delay on that recall at level 2 either. So double damage now bottled up for TA. This could be absolutely monstrous. And actually popping it off right now, doesn't have a bottle at the moment. Going to be a smoke the go at the moment. And aQuarium now heading towards mid, and CPM might be in big trouble. They're going to smoke against smoke and trying to use the Invoker as bait at the moment, but they're coming in from the rear. Lolcat's going to be revealed off. In comes the recall. They're going to bring the Faceless Void in. Invoker is now the target. Going to only get their Reverse Polarity off on one. Going to spam with the Duke so that Longwong cannot steal that, and in comes Styx. He's BKB'd up, but there goes the Chronosphere. Big right-click damage from Greed. Styx gonna be picked off before this fight even starts. Mech gonna pop. He might be able to make it out. He's popped off the Warcry, but look at that damage from the DD Templar Assassin. Only 1-for-1 the trade right now. There is no buyback, I believe, on the Sven at the moment. XY now blinking forward. Gonna get them melted off. Just needs a few more. They do have the double damage down at the moment, and good Ice Path gonna connect as well. Moogle chasing after Longwong, who is still alive. Somehow managed to steal the Skewer, managing to get away, but it's gonna be the GG go next, called by CPM. Not wanting to have to deal with this anymore, and it is a little bit demoralizing to sort of have to deal with. It's not definitely a loss, but it would take a big mistake from aQuarium to lose from the position that they're at. I mean, XP 25k the swing, and gold 20k as well. So GG gonna be called, CPM gonna be disconnecting off, and aQuarium take game 1 in fairly convincing but slightly cheesy fashion. So hopefully they've got a response for this mid pull as well. Otherwise, that might just be the deciding factor in these games. Maybe see them run an aggressive tri lane. Maybe see them run a very scary duo mid. Try and get some divey kills on that lone hero while the support is off pulling to the side and the creeps are a little bit scary. But anyway, that is game 1, so just going to wrap it up and then we'll be getting into game 2. So I've been Baseskip, this is the Defense of the Amateur tournament. This is CPM versus aQuarium, RT-B on the bracket. This was game 1, which aQuarium take, and we'll be getting into game 2 hopefully very soon. And I will remember to check pings at the start of next game. But thanks guys for tuning in, and I hope to see you in the next